today's gonna be a good day. Don't let no one get in that way, you know? That's how I think on the bus, and just stay on track and do better. I'm in 8th grade and my name is Corey. I'm 13, I'm about to turn 14.
And middle school is a challenging time for students. Kids are changing physically, socially, emotionally. They're still kids, but they start to look like adults.
Physical changes in body and brain and social pressures, and there's just so many things coming at students of this age.
It's really an important time, an important stage, because really middle school is what's going to lay the foundation for their future success in high school and beyond.
Like what happened last year was just, it was a group of certain people, and my group of people, and we was just going at it for a long time. It was over something small, honestly. It's just like, I could have thought better, but I just had to act. The foolishness needs to stop. And I'm actually like, I mean, I could say I'm proud of myself, but I have more goals to work on and stuff, so I just can't say this is the big step for me, but in the future, I could see more.
Part of what I like to do when working with students like Corey in collaboration with others is help him, again, navigate through some of that, help him understand how important it is, even at this stage, to make good choices.
One of the things that I've delighted in watching the growth of Corey is last year he had a really hard time with authority. He did not know how to handle necessarily. He took it as a personal challenge to him. That is slowly drifting away, and I see him switching his mindset to taking direction as, oh, that's part of the process that's going to get me to where I want to go. He definitely sees bigger and better things for himself.
That thing I used to do, like when I was mad, I used to just take it out on everybody, like, just like, oh, leave me alone, stuff like that. But like me, if I'm mad, like, I don't try to take my anger out on people like I used to. I just be calm and be cordial.
The idea of all of, wraparound support services coming together in concert, I think we have a much better chance at really getting at what the individual kid needs. Again, it's not a one-size-fits-all model.
The community, or when the school takes the wraparound approach and focuses on individual students, and we look at it from look at that particular student from all angles and what they need and what they want. I just feel like that's the only way to do education anymore.
Basically, it has to be a collaborative effort. The school's role is hopefully to provide the educational students with their educational opportunities to help them be successful in school. But schools can't do it by themselves. Schools need support. They need parents to be involved and engaged. They need the business community, the private sector. It's going to take all of us working together to provide the levels of support that our students and our youth need to really to have greater opportunities to be successful with their lives.
I spend a lot of days where I'm praying and I'm hoping, like, oh man, I hope what I am instilling in him that he's using. So for me to know that he comes to school and he has that support from Lonnie and Stacy Tallish, makes me feel a little better, because I'm like, okay, it's coming from me. Then when he goes out into the community, people, they're instilling good things in him too,
One of the things that's come up, and I think this is a direct result of our partnership with All Hands Raised, is we look at discipline data related to race.
And I think when we're looking at equity, it's about being able to ensure every student has a level playing field. Every student has the opportunity to be a successful learner.
And so having additional resources, especially when it focuses on individual needs, helps us to provide that unique care for each student.
I really believe that the work that All Hands Raised is doing is critical in terms of continuing to move us forward. I think there's been progress, no doubt, that's been made, but I'm looking to even greater progress as we continue to look at data, as we continue to work collaboratively on different ways that we can make a positive impact on all students.
Corey is a microcosm for what we're doing with a lot of kids, you know, and what's really heartening is to see our disciplinary referrals drop precipitously as they have, but more specifically that qualitatively we're changing the lives of some kids for the better, you know, and hopefully our most marginalized at-risk kids, we're changing their lives for the better, setting them up for success in high school and beyond.
This work is the most rewarding work of all. So whenever I see a student like Corey, he's still gonna have his days. He's gonna have his good days, he's gonna have sometimes not so good days. But I know I've seen that spark. And I know I've seen his heart in a lot of different ways. And I know he has the potential to achieve positive outcomes in his life. That is what drives me. And I think that's what drives all of us that do this work.
He's a loving kid, and you know, I'm just thankful that he's headed down the right track now. And I pray and hope that he continues.
You know, like, it's actually like shocking to me, honestly, is that like some people say I have a good heart and some people say I don't, but like when people say I got a good heart, it makes me feel good though.